I'm back. My bad, bro. That shit fluked me out.
You got lucky. You would have lost this game too. You lucky.
That shit bullshit, man. I ain't talking about the catches. Some bullshit. Send me an invite. I'll go to your bullshit and shit. This shit nice. I don't see what the fuck, man. Damn, fucking chief right now.
What a story that day.
Nah, shit fluke out, man. Shit had to cut off over it. I'm finna put it again. Nah, I say shit had no turned off on the nigga. I'm finna put him again.
Oh, okay. I heard you over there blowing that good gas.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm trying to get it right, man. This man here a trip, boy. This man here, yesterday I'm playing the nigga on the rank, man. He on the 1 yard line. Nah, he on the 2, matter of fact. He get to the 1 on the halfback dive. I script him. They call it a touchdown, but he got scripted on the 1 yard line. Tell me how that's a touchdown.
Nah, I saw you, Dave.
That bullshit. Tevin whooped the nigga early on here. 2 niggas in here. Huh? You signed it?
Yeah.
I live with birds come out. So I forget. From the back. She go to better. LOD low to tech. I go back at it. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. They in my bed. I got the demon on flat. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk to chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K back. 100K. I found out where you lay at. I got lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming. They know what they say. I got the work on the avenue. They know what tank said. I got the live in the mansion. They know what I got
I don't know why they throwing these plastic plates.
I came on top of the building again. We had a plan. We came on top of the building again.
I was gonna go with you.
Down there, thought that I had a band. 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman, I'm best man.
Still pine, man.
My best man,
I ain't changing up.
I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs for the
seen that play Samuel's supposed to have Cam? I got your ass on that. Play action.
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, you put in London? You put in London?
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You don't like your password. You will get reported, man. Who wants to stop you? Who wants to stop you?
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. Well, this past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is. Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. On first down, Watson caught left side, Hopkins. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Hopkins this year over 1,000 yards again, 4th time that he's done that in 6 NFL seasons. He had 1,572 to be exact.
And that was second only to Atlanta's Julio Jones. And you have to think the return of Deshaun Watson at the quarterback position, taking all the starts this year, that had to help because we've seen DeAndre Hopkins have big seasons with multiple quarterbacks, but have that one consistent guy only elevates his play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And before this 4th and a timeout, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Don't try me. I know you run the ball with a second too. Yeah, bro. This guy is cuckoo, man.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. But the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the 2 of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and end up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Come back. Tiger.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Be quiet, man. Be quiet. I know you're going to stop again.
On second down, here's Miller.
Stop again, nigga. Shut up.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
I'm your back. I'm your mask. Close that line. Close that gap up. Close that gap up.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The hook up on the right side to Hunt. He's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
That'll be a call, man.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Webb taking it in, and the Texans are in for 6. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
All you're trying to do is
I'm a real
nigga.
Though. I sweat. I got in that bitch. My mama taught me
right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Goddamn right, nigga. And I came back with the money. But I'm gonna tell you some true shit. Kansas City linemen ain't that raw like that to be stopping me.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The third time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base who might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year, but they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Get this whole Patriots thing started literally out of Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
Show you something.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Sam Cunningham with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. He was open. Tyreek Hill was open.
Just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
To go here in the 1st half. Back to the booth right after this.
Texas go cook tonight, man. Fuck the dumb shit. Texas on you, man.
Come back!
I was in the second
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. Oh, some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Richmond!
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm going to get the ball back return. So I can at least kick the field goal and get the ball back. So you're going to make it a 2-possession game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
You never know. You was up 10-3.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
That's a big story.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the Chiefs, Charles, looking back to last year in summation, 12-4, first time as the #1 seed in the AFC since the mid-90s, 1995. And yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, understandably so, after that loss to New England, but it's like we were talking about with Patrick Mahomes, a lot to be proud of.
He certainly is, and just think about your chief weapons coming back. Saw what I did there, didn't you?
Yeah, chief weapons.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill will be back. Travis Kelce will be back. Of course, Mahomes is the quarterback. The defense will need some work, though. They've got to get better.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Kelce on the deep. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know. There's
a 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting to stay upright. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP a trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense. Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something. You've
got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us, and everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run again with Ware. And work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll run now with Ware. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware taking it in. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Miller. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Here's a give to Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chris Jones on the stop.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Reset. Tiger. Richmond. Tiger. Come back. Tiger. Come back. Richmond.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watson now to throw. Flush down right. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Man, come on, y'all. Don't tell me you're going to do this, man. Don't tell me you're going to do this. Okay.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They will indeed snap it to Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game, the Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, where was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything, but boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
They're going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Staying on his feet. He is going to find Hill here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
You haven't spoken the second quarter. They'll tell you they won't score anymore.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.